Hey, and another stream sketch vid where it was drawn live, and again another longtime client and of a character from the comic called Forgotten Roots, and this was a feedback rain. So basically, I could like redesign the character or do whatever I wanted with him, as long as as long as the subject was like a version of the original character. So that's sometimes with feedback rain, I just use the ref as is, and it's mainly just the scenic illustration, or sometimes I do like just change it up completely and make them into like a fantasy creature or something like that. But this one, at first, I was gonna have them with their straight hair, and it was going to be long, and like they were going to be like powered up with magic. Like their eyes were going to be, the white part of their eyes was going to be black, and the little flame you see with their hand, that was supposed to be a flame. But at some point, I just changed my mind, and so really, it's just a regular piece. I mean, it's a pretty chill illustration, not too much change. Not too much change. I think I did with the design, but I actually, you see, but uh, I still really love this angle. Um, it's just a more dynamic in your face. Sorry, in your face type angle. But and I think it was, yeah. I always have them looking up because you see their eyes looking up. Otherwise, they'll just look like their eyes are closed. I think I only did that maybe once or twice, where I had their eyes closed with this bird eye view looking down. But I think this character, I know they're basically asexual, and I think Ace in general, but you have to read the comic to see. It's called Forgotten Roots, but and oh, you can see yeah, this is where I changed my mind about the long hair, because I realized well, I realized this ages ago, but not many characters in general have like do the Afro textured hair, and that actually it's like the more time passes and the more I see how uncommon it is, the more aggravated and frustrated I get with the industry and everything in between. So that's what I did with this. I just changed his hair texture to be Afro textured, and I decided to give him a fade as well, like a clean lined fade. And cause at first I was gonna give him like an afro, but I was like, nah, let him be like, if he had let him have a fade, cause I wanted to see how it looked really on him, to have a fade and a thick afro textured beard, and even though most beards I think are afro textured, uh, but yeah, now that I think about it, most are. But I just wanted to give him a fade. So if I did do his hair long in this particular piece, it would be afro textured, and and uh, I think I tried to make him look a little bit older. Oh, with the fashion with this, I think I couldn't make up my mind like throughout the whole sketch. So you see, you see that it doesn't that I keep it stays the same for a while I work on other parts. I think because I think I couldn't decide on if I wanted it to be like a what is that a wrap around a wrap around his waist or something like that. But and then but I can't remember if I changed this or not. But basically, it started reminding me too much of Full Metal Alchemist. You know how in Full Metal Alchemist, uh, the pants of the Mustang uniform, like uniform of whatever I forget what they are, but Mustang, who's my favorite, one of my favorite characters. Their uniform, their army uniform, or whatever, have like these skirt things, and uh, so to not make it me think about it, to not make me like make that connection, I was like, I need to do something. But I did want something flowing, like I love flowing things. So I was thinking I wanted it to flow, but I don't want it to look like the Full Metal Alchemist uniform. So so I just made it into it is still it's kind of a cape ish thing, but um it has a metal chain link around it. And usually I use I like drawing the males like sculpted body types, and so the that's why I usually have the males when I do this angle with the shirts off because it looks good. It's like quick. That's what I do with these quick sketch services, stream and overnight. I mean, and day. I just try go with the well. I want it to be different, but not. But I don't want to spend too much time on it. So, in order to compromise with that, I tend to go with the immediate thought, and I try to have um, the main object of the piece to the main part of the piece that grabs your attention. I try to make that the most different, and as long as like so that's the pose mainly and the camera angle and the design. So outside of that, um, I try to keep it simple just so I could get to the point. Because there's so many options all the time. Because all things have so many options to me, and and if this was a pro piece, I would have to I would have a few different alternatives. But anyway, yeah. So oh, I think I should have made his nose a bit wider, maybe. But yeah. Damn, I should have grew his hair out. But then I rarely see fades too. That's another thing that I don't see very often. Afro textured hair and fades, because it's if a person most of the time when they do black people, um, and if they just happen to do Afro textured, it's just an afro or it's dreads. It's as if people don't know what to do with Afro textured hair. It's like, come on, do some kind of research. It's not that difficult to find different styles of Afro textured hair. And one of the least amount that I don't see is fades. And I practically grew up with fades, and I really don't see waves. And I think I mentioned this before. And I got waves. My dad, like that's what do rags are for, to like get that wave popping and keep it neat and lay it out. But yeah, oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to. I should have drew in waves on his head. But if it's still available, I'm gonna add it. But this is what it is. Thank you. Bye.